I would.
Yeah, I'm with Arn on this one.
Yeah.
It's a lost cause.
That's the only way to fix a printer. Burn it all, start anew.
Put it out of your misery.
Is the audio?
Hello,
I
Sneaky.
mean, you're probably not wrong, but I can't shoot it just yet because Amazon will take another 2 days to deliver the real printer. Okay. Threatening it got it to print a test page from Notepad. Now, why will it not print from Adobe?
Purely to fuck with you, I guess.
Printers are, in fact, evil incarnate, so that might very well be true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, listen, there were 3 results of Original Sin. Man got a shortened lifespan, everything became Magnus's fault, and God made printers. Humanity didn't have the ability to suffer from them yet, but he knew we would.
Yep.
So Sneaky died or something?
Possibly.
We might be
Yeah.
having tech issues.
Seems.
You know, I
Okay.
used to think...
I can hear us on the stream.
Yeah. So
Can't
Interesting.
hear Sneaky if he's talking.
wondrous.
Testing 1 2.
There you
He
are.
lives.
You
Is
are
it working now?
Yep. Everything appears to be working on the stream as well.
Good. Fucking finally. I have been literally struggling with this for like the past 5 minutes. For some reason, Turtle Beach decided that its monitoring program was going to go into full logging loop, which is where it logs the fact that it's logging the log. Yeah. So it ended up using 40% of my CPU. And then I had to turn it off and on and disable it and re-enable it and turn off and on my headset a bunch of times and, you know, fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get started, gentlemen. Time for some Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9005, and I'm your host, Sneaky Devil. Oh boy. Why is it doing
I'll
that?
just start by pouring the alcohol.
Why is it doing that?
Cheers,
How is
bro.
it doing
Drink to
that?
that.
Why are you doing this? What the fuck? Why? How? What? What are you? Ah. OBS was being stupid, which is what was going on.
I mean, what's interesting is we could be heard on stream. That was the fascinating part.
I did that on purpose.
Amazing.
Anyway, now that I've fixed the graphical problems and the audio issues, all that's left is for my internet to blow up. All that's left is for my internet to blow up. That's your cue, internet.
As you said that, the stream started lagging.
If only. Alright, so, you know what? I have no idea what we're doing today, as per usual. So let's go to the games. What could possibly go wrong in the game section?
Oh boy.
Quite a lot.
Let's do Elder Scrolls. Yeah, we haven't done Elder Scrolls in a while. Ratings all. English only. As per usual.
Of course.
Um. Okay, sure. Illyrius?
Hilarious?
Hilarious anthology.
Hilarious.
A family brought together by the Great War, a sister and a brother, both members of the Penantis Occultus. Both are destined for greatness, but only one can be dragonborn.
The hell
So
did
they-
I come back to?
Someone completely not understanding what a dragonborn is.
What does Penitus Oculatus have to do with Dragonborn?
So the Penantis Oculatus is a organization of assassin bodyguards that are loyal only to the Emperor.
Yeah, and they're pretty freaking bad at their job, all things considered.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible at their job. But anyway, point being that this line makes no fucking sense. But only one can be the Dovahkiin.
Hey, objectively not true. Multiple Dovahkiins have existed. Literally, there's an entire DLC about multiple Dovahkiins existing, and there's actually no fucking problem with it, except for one of them, because he couldn't be Mr. Magic Special Man anymore.
Well, I mean, not only that, it's just Dovahkiins in multiple have always existed because it's not like an exclusive trait. It's just, yeah, you got a dragon soul, which is pretty intense. But
Pretty rare, but not
yeah,
like
you literally chosen by God rare. Because Akatosh chooses you and then retroactively gives you the dragon soul effectively.
now. See, the fun part about that is he just right, like you can actually earn Dragonborn status.
Also true, yes. But point still stands though.
So wait, technical question, Sneaky.
Yeah.
If he retroactively gives it to you, does that mean that once you get it, you've always had it?
Effectively. Yeah.
I see. The wonders of time travel.
Yeah, the wonders of the arch god being god of time. Is that he can kind of just say you're the Dovahkiin and you're the Dovahkiin. And you always were the Dovahkiin. But just now you are. Because fuck you. He's a dragon.
What if I don't want to be? That is a you problem.
That is actually a you problem. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but it's like only one can be the Dovahkiin. Yeah. I guess. Not really though, but it's not like some sort of I don't know. I mean, now if they had qualified this statement with, but only one of them can be the last Dragonborn, that'd be fine. Because there is a prophecy, an Elder Scrolls prophecy, which means, important. There's an Elder Scrolls prophecy about the last Dragonborn. So if you're saying that they are the last Dragonborn, which is a very specific kind of Dragonborn, then yes. Only one of them can be it. But Dovahkiin in general, no. Not at all. And as you can tell, this section is very dead. You can tell this section is very dead by the fact this section has barely any activity in terms of favorites and follows. Now, it does have multiple stories that were updated today alone, which means the writers for the section aren't dead, but the people who actually read the stories are dead. Which
should all
doesn't
be dead.
surprise me. Eventual female dragonborn Serana romance. So this is a moment where the author is in fact retarded. They try and give this summary where it's like only one of them is going to be the Dovahkiin. Who's going to be the Dovahkiin? By the way, it's a brother and sister. By the way, the female dragonborn romances Serana. Like, gee, I wonder which of the two got it. I wonder if the brother or the sister got it.
I have no idea.
I wonder. Yeah. Rise of the Brotherhood. Something has shifted within Skyrim's last remaining sanctuary. The Night Mother has chosen a new listener, a young woman with a broken past and a jaded perception of love. But more importantly, a young woman with a destiny to raise the Brotherhood, her family, to greatness. Cringe.
Sorry, what did I come back to?
Cringe.
By the way, is Atin still here?
No.
Oh, shame. Yeah, his printer problem infected my house for a moment.
I see.
I wanted to tell him to go fuck himself.
I see.
The ghost of printers past.
Yes, the ghost of printers past, indeed. Let's see. We got Nurembergia. She hated vampires after the Hall of Vigilance burned. Joining the Dawn Guard to eradicate every last bloodsucker made sense. I mean, that's kind of just weird. Because vampires are kind of ass to begin with. So it's like, oh wow, the vampires killed all of the Templars. Now I hate the vampires. Like, wait, you didn't hate the vampires before they killed all the Templars? That's okay. Weird, but alright. Finding out that there was more to the vampire schemes wasn't part of her revenge plan. Her revenge plan to stop the vampires didn't include finding out what the vampires are doing?
Amazing.
That's a very interesting revenge plan. But they'll all burn just the same. Actually, no. No, they won't. Turns out if you don't stop the vampires in Skyrim, that they stop burning, actually. So, yeah, fun fact on that one. So I'm a little bit confused as to why the character that's supposedly finding out about the vampire's plan to delete the sun, isn't concerned by that and says, oh, well, they'll all burn anyway. Not really tracking on that one. Predictably, no favorites or follows, but it was only posted 9 hours ago. Doesn't look interesting though. Looks kind of cringe. And a lot of women in this section.
Oh no.
Skyrim, Journey of Hero. This story has a hero who must save land of Skyrim from evil. Contains romance, action, and adventure. So, someone just writing about them playing Skyrim, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. 93 chapters and about 1.5k words per chapter. and it's been ongoing for a decade. Buddy.
This person needs to stop.
Buddy, please. I'm sorry, so wait. 93 chapters. That
11
goes into
years.
52 weeks. Over the course, sorry, 57, 52 weeks. 560 weeks-ish. So that's
What the hell have I come back to?
a chapter every 8 weeks? Chapter every 6 weeks? Yeah, a chapter every 6-ish weeks. Wow, can you imagine can you imagine being a follower of this story since 2011? If a chapter only updates 1,000 words every 6 weeks?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
that's
Yeah,
not very
holy
good.
shit. Alright, sure. Yeah, fine. We're clicking on it.
Oh boy.
Why do you make it sound like you're signing your own death warrant?
Because
Yes,
I'll
he
drink to
is.
that.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Oh god, the first sentence.
Yeah.
This has to be
honest.
this has to be trolling. This has to be trolling.
I don't think
No.
it is, Ard.
It can't be trolling. It took him 11 years to do it. It can't be trolling.
Ah,
Oh.
Sneaky. That may be why it's only one every, think about it. It's the ultimate long con.
Yeah.
There's
No, I
so
can't.
keep
No.
on trolling.
many
No.
typos.
No. Oh no.
What do you mean? Oh no.
Well, okay, yeah. I was going to just check for TOS for the meme of it. There's a description of them having sex. In one line. So it's not actually TOS.
This is rated.
It is.
Does it just say they had sex and that was it?
Yeah,
or-
it literally says, Hagen the Furious Van talked about his date with his hot Viking with, and then they had sex.
Huh.
Yeah. That's
I'm really liking this dialogue here so far, though.
Yeah, it's
Really
amazing.
liking that now killer him there.
yeah, no, this has to be trolling. I looked at the newest chapter and it's exactly as bad.
Some of these misspellings are consistent. I think this is trolling.
Yeah. Look at the profile. This is definitely trolling.
Wait, is it actually trolling?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think this is trolling.
I want it to be trolling.
I'm sorry,
I say
no,
that?
you don't write 87 stories for this large of a section to troll.
Oh no.
Also, yeah, I now have a Quora link. Here's my YouTube channel.
Well, now we gotta check it out, I guess.
Boy.
Not on stream, we're not.
I have made my own website. Lol, fuck the person that got my story taken down.
Oh my god. Oh no, this YouTube channel. Oh no, my dudes.
Sneaky,
Oh no.
Sneaky, let's go see the website in an incognito page.
I don't think I want to.
I just posted a screen cap of his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is trolling.
He made a fucking trailer for his Five Nights at Freddy's fanfiction.
I don't think this guy is trolling.
Well,
He
I mean,
is
you gotta
not.
appreciate the dedication to
To being garbage.
being this retarded. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, he's got a couple of fanfiction trailers.
Yeah.
There's
Several.
far
Oh
more.
dear God.
Yeah, that's
This is trolling. This is a. Oh good lord! I don't think it is. It can't be.
if this is trolling, this is like 4chan tier trolling where it's like, guys, I was only pretending to be retarded.
True.
To an impressive degree.
What?
Oh god. Yeah. Oh, fucking
Ah,
Christ.
yes.
Always manage
He-
to find such interesting things, Sneaky.
Also, don't forget, he's a fan fiction expert, so we can't criticize him.
Oh, where does he say that?
All
Oh,
the way at the
God.
top, Sneaky.
Yeah. Second line.
I'm sending this to Junior, by the way.
Wait, the third line is even better. I've been writing fan fiction for a year now, and I plan to get a job as an author one day.
No,
I am a
Sneaky.
fan
Sneaky.
fiction-
His plan is to replace Uther and keep Arthas from being a little shit.
Excuse you, Arthas did nothing wrong.
Arthas did nothing wrong.
Alright, I'll be over here in the Jaina Proudmoore camp with the sensible people.
Yeah, but consider
The
the following. The Bronze
person who-
Dragonflight have a entire dungeon set up specifically to ensure Arthas purges Strathloam.
Counterpoint. The only people nuttier than the brass dragons was the black dragons.
Fair.
Which one? The infinite or the actual ones?
Yes.
Both.
Understandable.
That's the trick question for people who haven't run those dungeons.
Yes.
They're both fucking insane. Also, casually, anyone who didn't do WoW Classic of, yes, I know it is very important that we open up this tomb and prevent the old god from killing us all by awakening an entire empire of death beetles. But I will not talk to you. Nay, I shall slaughter you where you stand, lest you bring me 52,000 scarab fragments.
Fuck them. Those goddamn
I fucking hate the bronze dragons.
They deserve everything that's happening in Scarab.
Anyway,
I
yeah. So
think it's
this-
just a little bit of personal bias there, fellas.
no, there's no personal bias here
absolutely
at all.
not.
Not at all.
A lot of people don't like
On this stream?
So I just want to be clear here. So there is a second faction of bronze dragons. There's a second faction of bronze dragons. They are from the future. They are from the future where the bronze dragonflight has this religion, a fanatical religion called the Prime Timeline, and it's this belief that there is this one singular timeline of events that must occur exactly as is prophesized by the religious leader of the Bronze Dragons. And if this does not occur, it must be retroactively corrected to occur. And the Infinite Dragons are dragons who have gotten to the end of the Prime Timeline and got to the result of the Prime Timeline and said, holy shit, undo, 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 we gotta go back.
To be fair, they're really right.
Considering what we got, yes.
And whatever they saw made them so desperate that they went to Cthulhu and said, Cthulhu, you have to help us. And Cthulhu said,
Damn.
sure. So
no,
yeah.
let's be clear. Cthulhu didn't just say sure. Cthulhu was like, you are correct.
Also, here's some power-ups and shit.
Literally, Cthulhu did it because guess what?
There's something worse than Cthulhu coming.
Yeah,
Also,
effectively.
If I don't do it, if I don't help you undo it, There won't be anyone for me to terrorize.
That too, yes. So yeah, so the bronze dragons deserve everything that happens to them.
Oh,
Fuck those
absolutely.
guys.
Alright. Noted.
They do, although the second group was trying to do the right thing.
I mean, they're also
They-
insane. The
They are
Ancient Command
utterly
are also
insane.
batshit insane.
Yes, but they're not technically wrong.
No, they're not.
Look, any faction that tries to keep Sylvanas from existing is a good faction.
All right, so interesting take from Atin. Garrosh Hellstream did nothing wrong.
Yes.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, I do agree with.
Absolutely. And he's still... Oh,
I-
correct. Even in Shadowlands.
Yes, I did appreciate the send-off they gave him in Shadowlands.
They didn't ruin his character, which is amazing.
Somehow they did not ruin his character.
They tried to break. Oh, sorry, I gotta pull up that dialogue, 'cause that dialogue is just great. The fucking
Is it? Is
yes,
it?
actually.
I decided to jump all the way to chapter 93 on this story.
Oh, geez.
The,
It doesn't get
s-
worse. Or it doesn't get better, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
It's
I'm
about the
not
same
surprised by this.
level of quality. So
Yeah.
if this is not trolling, this is legitimate. This might just be someone who is just straight up on the autism spectrum.
no, I think they're so far out on the spectrum that they're off the spectrum again. Honestly,
They're so far off the spectrum, they've gone full circle.
this is
They're on
brick
Spectrum
in
Plus.
brain retarded.
They're on Spectrum New Game Plus.
Yeah, Spectrum 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh,
Autism
fucking
M
hell.
plus 7.
There's a character called Bobus the
I-
Bardass.
I do like that Garrosh has like this massive Wikipedia page, and there's just
Oh, yes.
war crimes.
Yep.
Oh, there's
the
just
war
a tab.
crimes section.
Yep, that's what that says.
Oh,
Which, to be
that's
fair, that
glorious.
is the name of the book.
It is the name of the book, yes, but still, it is great.
That-
It's just like, oh yes,
That's still an option to click.
this is the war
Yes.
crimes book.
This is the war crimes book, detailing every single war crime that
Wait.
Garrosh did.
He has a lot of books.
Yeah.
Wait, someone wrote a fictional book called War Crimes as the title.
Yes, it is. It's a book called War Crimes, and it's about Garrosh, and it's not a fanfic. It's published canon.
It's a real book.
It's a real book. And
Listen,
the bronze fucked everything up again.
Garrosh is so bad that if he were in the Warhammer universe, he would have his own book of grudges. Like, the dwarves would look at him and go, "Oh my god, we have to make our own book for this one orc."
All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
So this is Garrosh's final lines in the game. So basically, you're fighting this raid boss, or it was a raid boss or dungeon boss. I think it was a raid boss.
It was a raid
Well,
boss.
it's a raid boss.
So you're
They,
fighting this
they
raid
did
boss.
nothing less than make him a raid boss twice.
Well, no, okay. Well, okay. So anyway, you're fighting this raid boss, and Garrosh is being held up by chains in the background, being tortured. And so when you beat the raid boss, this cinematic plays, where Garrosh proceeds to get so pissed, he breaks the chains of domination, which no one's done so far besides him. And he proceeds to start walking towards the boss you just killed, and he's like, picks up the boss's sword. He's like, I'm about to give you a fucking monologue and then end your existence, bitch. So he goes, they said I have to answer for my crimes. I have to repent for sins.
No, come
but
on,
you
Sneaky.
know what? What?
Come on now. You
The
gotta
air
at
quotes-
least try to read it like Garrosh. Like, you are making him sound way too flippant.
I'll play it in a second. But
Fine.
and he goes like, every choice I made, I would proudly make again. And he's like, I will not submit to anyone, not you, not the jailer, not Thrall. Which, by the way, Thrall is the guy that killed him originally by cheating during a death duel. And Thrall is
wasn't
also
really-
currently on the stairwell watching this whole thing, and he just casually, he's like, "Me, you cowardly bitch, watch as I do your job for you again."
Damn.
And then he dies shouting for the Horde as he explodes, killing the boss permanently, and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Everyone just
Damn.
He
goes,
nuked his own soul, and there's no coming back from that. Just out of spite.
He
hey,
disenchanted himself.
listen. He already listen. He knew that he had to go even further beyond his original war crimes, and the only way to go further beyond a nuke was to nuke himself.
Indeed.
I'm not kidding, by the way, Max. He did in fact invent the nuclear bomb.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
he also did
Warcraft
that.
universe.
He invented the nuke, dropped it on a port city. Some other guy tried to drop it, or did drop it on a druid enclave. He got pissed off at that guy and threw him off a cliff.
Let's see.
Nuclear bombs are my thing.
There are
Garrosh
limits
and
for
everything.
Garrosh. Those limits are very far,
Yeah, here we go.
but there are limits.
They said I must answer for my crimes. Repent for my sins. But every choice I made, I would proudly make again. You will submit. I submit to no one. Not you. Not the jailer. And not that coward Thrall. For the
God, it's such a fucking. It's one of the only good things that came out of Shadowlands, and the saddest part is apparently one of the devs just randomly put it in. It wasn't originally planned to be put in there. They just randomly put it in under a day using the in-game cinematic tools. Because apparently
Yeah.
the devs just never wrote an ending to him. Even though they made
Yeah.
it part of his they made Garrosh being in the Shadowlands and you going to the Shadowlands being like this big cinematic teaser thing that they put in there in one
For
of the
Revendreth,
teasers.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like,
And then you fight 8 in Castle Nathri, I think it was, and he's part of a boss fight. But then apparently he goes to the jailer. I don't know.
yeah,
it's
I don't get it
fucking
either.
dumb.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
really
lot
dumb.
of things that are dumb in WoW.
Yeah.
Especially
Speaking of
modern
dumb
WoW.
things in WoW, yeah, I was
Hey,
just ranting
listen,
about
I think
this.
one of the dumbest things is that you can get through the first introductory dungeon without a healer.
Yes.
Yeah. That really teaches that really
Healers aren't important. I got
Yeah.
through the first dungeon without
it
one.
really sets the stage
Immediately
for future
dies.
dungeons. Yeah,
Enters dungeon number 2.
really sets the stage.
Slap.
Unless you're a Death Knight.
Yeah, unless you're a Death Knight.
You're
but
right, unless you're a Death Knight, and then it takes like 5 slaps.
There was 2 other things I was ranting
No.
about today because I found out recently that they were things.
You re-found
I
out.
re-found out, yes. So apparently the new Arbiter of Death, at the latest patch, apparently they're trans.
I mean,
They're
That
a
one
soul.
is new.
They're a soul. They don't have biology. They are a soul. And they're trans.
Yeah, wouldn't the new Arbiter just be genderless then?
Yes?
like you could have
Huh.
done with that. You could have gone with that, guys.
So yeah, they're literally a soul. They don't have biology. They're trans. Don't know how that works. And then also Chromie is apparently a bronze dragon, and they take the form of a female gnome, but actually they're a male bronze dragon who took the form of a female gnome to stop racism.
Never mind the fact that if a bronze dragon comes up to a person and says, "Stop the racism," the mortals
Probably
quickly
would
learn
do
to
it.
stop
Yeah,
the
they
racism.
probably do it. Yeah,
Because it's a bronze dragon.
yeah. And they
If
don't
they
interact
don't, they're
with
going
people.
to die.
Yeah, the bronze dragons don't really interact with people, and when they do, you kind of it's like
You
kinda
listen.
important. Yeah,
Well, you listen,
yeah.
or you ignore the batshit insane bronze dragon and try to go about your day.
And then die horribly.
Yeah, and then probably die horribly. But
Yeah,
anyway, yeah.
but
So
It's possible it would be better than what the bronze dragon had planned for you.
it sometimes is. So anyway, we have the Dragon Boon. Ahogni the Furious was Viking guy. He was brave hero, did lots of cool things. But one day he wanted to
No,
visit
one die.
Imperial. One die. Oh yes, you're right. One day he wanted to visit Imperial City and went across the mountains to get
Into
there.
Arcos. The mountains to get there.
You get there in fact.
Hold
Oh,
on,
yeah.
I think I know a way to make this funnier. What's the text?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, I can't wait to see how it handles
Oh, this-
Imperial and
Oh no.
Inral.
Oh, this
Excellent.
is going to be terrible and amazing.
It's
We
the
need-
Imperial.
We really need to start setting up some digital audio cable Sneaky for moments like these so you can just pipe it into here instead of me having to listen to doubles of us on the stream.
I mean,
Breakthrough.
that's fair. You are certainly free to do that. Okay. Yes. All right, excellent. And then we'll just hit this play button here.
Hogni the
Oh,
Furious
boy.
was a Viking guy, and he was a brave hero and did lots of cool things. But one day he wanted to visit the Imperial City and went into Arcos the mountains to get there. But as he was crossing it he was captured by the Imperial army. "You are under arrest," they said. "Execute him," said the Imperial general. So they took Mike to a castle to have his head cut off. "One but am innocent," Mike said. "I do not care," said the Imperial general. "Now killer him," the Imperial general said again. The executioner was just about to kill Hogni the
What the
Furious
fuck
when
is
the
that
dragon
word?
came. The dragon started killing all the people who tried to kill Hogni the Furious, so Hogni the Furious escaped with another guy. After a long time Hogni the Furious escaped and the guy said that he had to go to a town. He then told Hogni the Furious to meet him there. But Hogni the Furious had to go and see his hot Viking wife. So Hogni the Furious got on his horse and rode to the city where his wife lived.
There.
Hogni the Furious then entered the city and walked around. Hogni the Furious then saw his
ignored the
house and went
parentheses.
in. Hogni the Furious then talked about his day to his hot Viking wife and then they had sex. The next day, Hogni the Furious, "You must kill the dragon that is attacking the society." 11. The leader of Witteran said to Hogni the Furious. Hogni the Furious didn't know how he would kill the dragon, but he would try.
Digging.
So
I
Hogni
can't
the
take it!
Furious went
Why
out
do
to
they
the
st-
place
oh
where the
my
dragon
God. This
was.
has to be
The
trolling.
evil
it has
dragon.
It is
1.
not.
Hogni the Furious screamed. Then Hogni the Furious started attacking the dragon with his powerful Viking axe, but the dragon breath fire back. So Hogni the Furious and the dragon fought a peace battle. Hogni the Furious was fighting back with fury. But the dragon was still attacking, but then Hogni the Furious used his Viking axe to do a really powerful move. "Attack this dragon," Hogni the Furious yelled and killed the dragon. The dragon died and Hogni the Furious absorbed its soul. "He is a dragon burn," a guy said. "The dragons can be
Dragon
stopped,"
burn.
another guy said.
I'm
So
worried
Hogni the
that
Furious rode up to the Whiterun
is
castle to
consistently
talk to the
killer.
leader of Whiterun.
Yes.
"You saved us," the leader of Whiterun said. Yo should spec with Da.
I don't think
Greybread's
you
an
spelled
advisor
white
to
run
the
the same
leader.
way. Listen
They are
close
at
yet.
top of the big mountain, the advisor said again. But Hogni the Furious wanted to do some things first. He went to a town and decided to have a drink.
Run.
He was staying at the town before he got back to his home city. Hogni the Furious was drink when a high elf mage walked to him and said, Hogni the Furious, my name is Alice and I am here to help you fight the dragons. But why? Hogni the Furious asked. Bakuzi, I want to find out more about the dragons and also stop them from killing the world, Alice said to Hogni the Furious. Don't trust she's an elf and elves hate and hunt to enslave people and stop them from worshipping Talos, Aurora said. We Viking people don't want to be slaves and like to worshipping Talso, Hogni the Furious said. It is only the evil elves that want to enslave peoples, Alice said, and I'm a good elf, Alice said again. Okay, you are ally then, said Hogni the Furious. We'll head out at
Lord,
dawn,
this is bad.
Hogni the Furious said again. The next day, Hogni the Furious and Alice headed out Arkers the road on
How
their
much have we
horses.
done, Sneaky?
They
I'm
were
a
riding
good
for a
elf.
long of the wind for miles
I'm
just
a
then
good
Bandit
elf.
attacked them and said, gives us
She
Simone,
lied
the
as
head
easily as
bandit
she
said.
breathed.
Never, Hogni the Furious said back and the furted epic battle. Hogni the Furious was killing bandits with his powerful axe, and Alice was killing bandits with her powerful magic. They furted and killed all the bandits but there was one left, who was the head bandit. Surrender, Hogni the Furious said with power. No, the bandit said back. So Alice spelled at the head bandit and froze him. Finish him, she shouted, so Hogni the Furious got out his powerful axe and chopped off the head bandit's head. The over bandits then got scared and ran away. They kept on traveling across the countryside for miles, but then they ran into a bard.
What the fuck?
Hey,
They
my
killed
name
the
is
coward?
Bob, the bard said, and I have come
That's
to sing
impressive.
song of you Trasfels. So the bard Bob joined them. They traveled more and then they saw the mountain they had to climb. So Hogni the Furious
Oh,
walked to
the
the
bard.
entrance of the mountain whence saw a knight. Halt, the knight said with loud. What did you said, knight? Hogni the Furious said to the knight. Halt, yo will
What?
not entre the mountain. The knight said, I am sworn not let an one but the dragon born to the mountain. Again the knight said again.
What?
But I am the dragonborn, Hogni the Furious said with brave. Then prove it,
What?
the knight said, and they fought a long battle for a long time. The fighting
What?
epic battle when Hogni the Furious used his dragon shout and won. You are the dragonborn, the knight said. I am, Hogni the Furious said back. Then we must go up to the temple on the mountain, but first we stay at the tavern and sleep for tomorrow we head to the temple, the knight said again.
Who the fuck is the knight?
I don't.
It's the night.
I think this is just supposed to be a random knight guarding the stairs, but they're capitalizing
Yeah.
it.
No, they dropped the K. It's night.
Does it really not get better? Chapter 93. Who the
It
fuck
does
is
not.
Johnny Drunk Parrot?
I don't know.
What?
They also picked up someone named Captain Gamley.
Yeah.
Also, Alice's name changed, apparently?
She was trying to differentiate herself from her elf heritage. I don't know, man.
By the way,
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
any
This
idea
is-
why the text-to-speech was pronouncing Dragonborn as Dragonburn?
Dragonburn. Dragonburn.
Like,
Had a Montana accent.
she kept going southern there.
Had a Montana
Yeah.
accent. Dragonburn.
Okay, Sneaky, when was chapter 93 posted?
17
hours ago.
hours.
17 hours ago.
Well, 18 now.
18 now.
This
Regardless, it was
has to
posted
be
recently.
a shit post.
It
There
got
is
worse
no
with
way.
walls of text.
There's no
11
way
years, in fact.
someone can have that many
For a
spelling
decade?
errors.
For
Literally
11 years.
11 years.
Dude, there's no 87 stories and over 11. What's their oldest story?
I think it
2009.
appears to be a Half-Life.
They've been writing stories for over 12.
Sneaky. Check their first story. It's fucking
13?
amazing.
13 years now?
Oh,
Extraordinary tale.
extraordinary.
Oh, what? Oh, you can actually say that he did improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually
Nope.
say his writing did
Oh.
improve.
Oh
That's
no!
concerning.
Yes.
There's numbers in the text.
Oh, look at that! Look at that number.
Yeah, so you
That
can
is-
actually
That
say
is the solar system.
he did improve.
Yeah.
Chapter 1, 3 paragraphs.
Actually, there's 3 chapters here. This is
Yeah.
chapter 1, No Place Like Home. And then we have chapter 2, Speakle Mission.
Nikki,
And
I
then-
have only one response to this, and it's in fixed 9K.
Yeah.
True.
Ah, yes.
I think you should answer that one.
You
For
don't have an
sure.
option.
Yeah.
It
The
just
phone
picks up.
Oh, good.
Ah,
You get one ring, and then it just answers itself.
Yes.
yes.
This is the
The
Inquisition.
one ring is because they're attempting to be polite and they want to make sure you're wearing pants.
Yes.
That way, when you shit yourself, it's effective.
This is the Ordo Malleus. We are
There's 8
sending in the Grey
reviews.
Knights.
Yeah.
This is the... No. 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 Oh, Sneaky. Are there any reviews on the Skyrim thing? Let's see what the reviews are. There's got to be at
Yeah.
least one.
36 reviews.
Why? Why is there so many?
Well. Yeah.
Oh, I'd like that we have a guest review that's breaking down the size
Yeah. Of
Of-
Bob's hole.
Yeah.
of
Of
that
Bob's
hole
hole,
for
yeah.
us. It is larger than our current conceivable universe.
I am going to
Good.
say this as politely as possible. This is the single worst story I have ever had the displeasure of seeing in my entire life. Most of the time, if I see someone with a promising story and a good idea, but bad grammar, spelling, punctuation, those kinds of things, I would simply suggest having someone proofread the chapter to point out and fix the mistakes. But I can't do that here. This is an atrocity to writing and writers everywhere. I am going to give you the benefit of doubt and assume you are merely playing a long con, and this entire story is nothing but an extensive joke. If so, well done. If not, dear God. Look, sometimes you get lucky and you find a gem. A story with perfect grammar and spelling. Fleshed out characters that make you feel like they're real. Complex world building that makes you feel like you're there. Sometimes you find the average run-of-the-mill author who doesn't really know what they're doing, but as they grow, they realize what works and what doesn't. And sometimes they go and bring their older chapters to newer standards. This is neither of those. As I said, if this is a joke fic, then well done on the long con. But no matter what, I will never read this fic again. And I will be warning everyone I know that will listen to me to never read this fic either. Here is hoping it is only a joke.
I would like to point out that he's at chapter 75 when reviewing this.
Yes.
And he had a prior review on chapter 76, simply
76,
stating,
saying what the fuck.
I mean, if
Oh.
you get that far before saying what the fuck, then honestly,
How
That's
did your
impressive.
computer explode? I have not seen this.
I don't know what to say. I think you wrote it horribly on purpose, but given how stupid people are these days, I can't be sure. Either way, 2 paragraphs in and my head is close to exploding, so I think I'll just leave. How did your computer explode? I have not seen this work before, and going through it, I can tell there is more humor in this story than people give it credit for. Very subtle. isn't obvious humor. It's a very wonderful fic, and I can't wait to read more.
How?
Holy shit. D&D. I just got an idea for a D&D character from one of the chapter titles.
Silence.
The Mad Necromancer. A necromancer who uses melee weapons.
No, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So we have Callan23 here going, I don't understand how so many reviewers don't get that this is merely a joke fic.
The Thieves, a beautiful troll fic, in fact.
Yeah, that Thieves, a beautiful troll fic, yes.
I guess it's just
And then we
reviewing the
have
spirit of the
guest.
story.
Then we have guest here responding to Callan23. It might be a troll fic, sure, but it's not beautiful. I honestly can't see the point in writing as if you're retarded, and then as if you were also dropped on your head, plus suffering from dyslexia.
Oh, damn.
I mean, dude ain't
He's not
wrong.
wrong.
Dude ain't wrong.
He's not.
Oh, jeez. I have to. Everyone's like this. I like how everyone is so deep in that this has got to be a troll fic, and it's just like if you go to his profile and you click on all of his links, it all leads to like this half-completed, really, really shitty dead stuff, like his YouTube channel and his Quora page. Like that's a lot of effort. That is an extensive amount of effort.
Yeah, but
for
here's
it
the
to be a
counterpoint,
troll fic.
Sneaky. He quit halfway through. So, right, maybe he
No, wait,
he
hold
was
on. Where's
like
the
going
picture of his
in on the joke, and suddenly his soul was like, I can't do this.
No,
I
no,
can't
because
do
he's
this
been
anymore.
updating. He's been
He's
updating
still
his YouTube
updating.
page.
The last update on the YouTube page was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, a year ago, 3 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 6 years, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years, 10 years, 10 years,
That's what I'm saying.
10
I think
years,
he's
10
quit.
years.
He quit. He
No.
realized the harm he was
No,
doing.
there's still a
No.
year. There's years and 2-year gaps in there, so
Oh no.
No.
What did you just? No, no. Oh no. Hey
What?
Max,
Oh,
where's
no.
your mob talker story? Max
Should just be in
Force,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
any goddamn fuck.
Yeah, here we go.
Why are we
Max
bringing that up
Force.
again?
Because Arn just
Oh.
linked this.
Oh,
Like
I'm pretty
2015.
sure this was published before mine.
It was
No, well, yeah, 2013 to 2018.
a year
same,
before.
actually.
Wait. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. I'm clear on that one.
Woo.
Yeah. You didn't cause it. Congratulations.
It's always a win in my book.
Oh. Mob talker, God. Fucking mob talker. That was such a weird era for Minecraft. Fad era.
Yeah,
Bad era.
God.
Let's just
Mind
call it what it was and
talker.
call it a bad era.
Oh. Let's read the reviews. I hate to be a prude, but in your very first chapter, you said this was a K story. And then, you said fuck. This story deserves, at minimum, a T rating. I don't know where
Amazing.
you grew up, but if I dropped a F-bomb in front of a kindergarten teacher, I would be sitting in the hallway for 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
I'm looking for the reviews of the story I linked and got this interesting dichotomy. I just screen capped in 9K.
How does I summon Harry O'Brien? Please help, I'm acoustic.
Second one cannot be said.
Yeah, I cannot say that one out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like
The duality of man.
Yeah. There are two wolves inside you. One is Minecraft Sniper 69. How does I summon Hero Bryn? The other one, A.Dolph with redacted.
Oh god, what the hell is going on here? Oh god.
Oh
Oh no.
no,
Oh no. No. He's got almost 500 favorite authors. Oh no, this is not an
no.
unironic account. Oh no.
This is cursed.
Oh god, hey Max, remember the era where people gave signatures on reviews?
Yeah, I thought that era had died out.
It did, 2015, 2014. That's where I'm reading this review from, 2014.
Oh.
I'm sad that your fanfiction isn't getting as much attention as it should. Apart from the typos and a few mistakes, your story is good. There's no overpowered mobs. There's no superhumans. There's no OP weapons. And it's just a regular old Minecraft tale. Was that really a problem in the Minecraft section?
I have no idea.
Never
Well-
read Minecraft, so I can't say.
If you don't give me a shout out next chapter, I will haunt your dreams. Way.
That's suitably creepy.
Yeah. So did he haunt your dreams?
No idea.
Doubt it. I think Max would be a lot more traumatized if he did.
Probably.
Perhaps we've discovered the reason that Max no
Wait.
longer dreams.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Were those reviews for my story or
Yes,
this
your story. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty sure he didn't.
So anyway,
He
this
did, it was very
is
short-lived.
a story. So Minecraft of mobs, mods, and morons. My friends and I were playing Minecraft one day when Herobrine pulled us into the video game. Now we're being forced to live in our favorite video game if we have any hope of surviving. Rated M for swearing and sex.
Yeah.
Mob talker girlfriend OCs. Edit. This story is now past 200k views. Time for me to leave the country.
Okay, then.
Shadow Mystic, are you in position? God. Oh god, it's a fucking wall of text dialogue. Why? Why is it a wall of text
good lord.
dialogue?
Why?
Oh, God. Why is that the whole chapter? Why does this story have 195 favorites? That's the whole chapter. It's just a fucking wall of text dialogue. That's it.
Yeah, I checked out chapter 11.
Yeah.
Which
Did
is
it get-
TOS.
Did it get any better?
Don't-
No, there's sex.
No, this is probably the worst lemon I have ever read in my life.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
I've read some fucking shit, honestly.
We've seen some shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I know, people. I will continue my MLP fanfic soon. I understand. Do not worry. I am just updating all of my fanfiction. I am a senior in high school. And I'm... Wait.
Oh
No.
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 Oh
No. They're a senior in college. Also, Sneaky, the timer's back.
There's... What the fuck?
It's counting down until it kills us
Gratuitous
all.
violence.
I love how recurring this timer has become.
Sneaky, are you just pushing the timer button and fucking with us, mate?
I wish. I have no words. This man's in college. Was in college.
Yeah.
Oh no. They're still updating stories. Oh no. They're still alive. Author has written 7 stories for My Little Pony, Minecraft, Sims, Pokemon, and Left 4 Dead. Hello there, everyone. I am Shadow Spark 101. And I am the owner of this profile for Shadow Spark 101. And I am the owner of the stories that I write. My skills are in script writing. Oh, God. Please don't tell me that they've hired him at Netflix. Oh no, he's in college. This explains a lot. Yeah. My skills are script writing and storytelling. No, they are not, sir. My main focus now is Galarian idiots, due to having a plot in mind for that story. But there are plans to rewrite my old stories, as my skills have clearly drastically improved. My most popular story is Minecraft of Mobs, Mods, and Morons. I plan to rewrite the whole thing into a new story. If you've noticed, I like writing isekai stories because they're easy to write. But I think I'm going to rethink that approach and come up with original characters in the future.
You know, that is the most honest I've ever seen someone about admitting to why they write isekais.
I mean, yeah, it's easy.
Yep.
So
Not all thinking.
let's see this. Let's see this massively improved writing, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for this massively improved writing? So we have Galarian idiots. After playing Pokemon Sword on his Switch Lite, John and his university friend Kevin get isekai'd into the Pokemon world by Zacian and Zemeta to replace the protagonists of the video game. And to fight the darkest day, armed with only their wits, will they succeed? Rated T for coarse language. May change to M without warning. Co-written by the third Dragoneel.
Holy.
Oh no.
Yo, Sneaky, I just looked up this fucking co-writer. Check that fucking profile picture, holy.
I'm doing that right now. Oh
Yeah, I linked it. I linked it for him.
Oh no!
Oh my fucking god. Oh no.
Oh dear God, I look away and I come back to see cursed shit.
I mean, there was cursed shit on the screen before you left too.
Yeah, there was
I mean,
always
fair
been
enough.
cursed shit, yeah. So
There's
yeah,
always been
cursed.
this is his massively improved story, immensely improved with his extreme skill set in writing and storytelling. Are you guys ready for this masterpiece to smack you in the face?
Hit me, Sneaky. Come on. Let's go.
This is an interesting idea. You see, the premise of this idea is that 2 university students are isekai'd into a video game. The originality blows out the seams, doesn't it? I know what you're thinking. What about your old Minecraft story? Well, I've been giving it serious thought, and I've decided to rewrite it. It needs plot. Yes. At least this one will have a storyline in it. and an ending. I am Shadow Spark 101, and welcome to Galarian Idiots. My co-writer and friend is Third Dragneel. His stories are good and you should go read them. Also, Pokemon will be talking with angle brackets and bolded so people don't get confused who's talking. The Pokemon and Rotom equipment can all understand each other, but humans can't. But the Rotoms can translate to the Pokemon. Wait, if the Pokemon can't understand English, then how the fuck are they able to understand what moves they're supposed to use?
Well, that's a
Telepathy.
question.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy.
Bullshit.
Okay.
They still
Game
need to
mechanics.
understand language for that.
Alright, so
I
boys,
mean,
I mean
Telepathy doesn't
this
just make you fluent in everything.
this is improved language, lads. This is improvement. We are seeing improvement here. He actually has words on a page that are not just a giant brick of text. And it looks like he even figured out you're supposed to separate dialogue from each other. This is shocking, frankly.
That is technically an improvement, yes, based
Yes.
on what we just looked at earlier.
So Isley, you are half correct. The main root of the problem here is if you go Pikachu Thundershock in a battle, and the Pikachu can't understand what Thundershock is. It's sort of like the instance of training a dog to fetch. The dog doesn't understand what fetch is, but it understands when you're making the noise fetch, that means retrieve the object that the human just threw. Simple. But the issue there is you are merely associating an action the dog would normally do, which is go find an object and bite it, and you're associating that with a sound. So you're teaching it to do a behavior it already does with a sound. Now, Pikachu, for example, doesn't just go around shooting lightning bolts all the time. Just takes 5 steps, shoots off a lightning bolt. So there's going to be really hard. It's going to be really, really hard to do association training to the sound of that you make when you say lightning bolt to Pikachu knowing to shoot a lightning bolt. And then this is compounded with the fact that it's regularly shown with people going, Blastoise, dodge right and then shoot him with a water gun into the air. And then the Blastoise does that. Which a little bit more complicated than just shouting water gun. Because now the Blastoise has to understand what the words dodge are, has to understand what the word right is, has to understand what the word air is, what up in the air refers to, and has to understand how to angle the water gun to do that. Which is a lot more going on than retrieve stick and bring back to human, which is a fairly simple command. Maybe that's why Pokemon can only hold 4 moves. No, that's a game mechanic. Because in the shows and the comics, they quite clearly can have as many moves as they want. Despite Ash forgetting his moves. More often than not.
Maybe that's where there's only 4 moves. Trainers only remember 4 at a time. For some
Trainers
reason.
only remember 4 moves at a time. Yeah. But yeah, so there's a minor problem with that whole idea.
Wait.
Yeah.
Am I misremembering, or don't they use more than 4 moves in the anime?
They do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's-
probably just game mechanic.
That's what we said.
Yeah. I wasn't listening, so
I know.
yeah.
Now, I will give the author credit where credit's due. He managed to get several paragraphs in before he just sat there and said, this is what my character looks like, and this is what his friend looks like. Didn't even, like, try and cover that up with, like, they glanced in the mirror, checked themselves out, you know, I'm getting some stubble today, I'm gonna have to shave later. No, they were just like, this is what Kevin looks like, and he has these clothes, and he is this big, and this is what Nathan or John looks like, and he has these clothes, and he's this big. So, you don't get all of the credit, but you do get partial credit for managing to hold off on doing it immediately.
Partial credit from Sneaky's better than the usual fare.
Also, what university offers American pop culture as a class?
I'm gonna guess a community college of some sort.
It says university.
Oh, well, maybe he's lying.
Let's
It is
see.
California.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
University of
That
Southern
explains it.
California, American
Yeah.
popular culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that explains it. Yeah. Yep. So, anyway, they just vaporized in the middle of campus, and some students are like, yo, they just vaporized. Cool. And then moved on with their day. And honestly, I think that's the most accurate part about this entire story so far. College students do not give a fuck on campus.
They do not.
As long as it's not getting in the way of them get to the next class or getting back to the dorm.
Yeah, they literally could not spare a single care in the world. Oh, look, there's someone passed out on the ground with their hoodie wrapped around their ankles. Cool. Funny. Haha. Take picture.
You're still breathing. Not my problem.
Yep.
They're still breathing. Oh shit, I'm late.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm late again. Whoopsie.
You get the courtesy glance of like, are they breathing? Cool. Bye.
But, so you know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. This author clearly did learn how to write. They learned how to write.
Yeah. Now we can look at his first story, the Left 4 Dead one.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's called Left for Love.
Oh no.
Okay,
All
so
right, then.
it's either going to be written with an OC times Zoe or an OC times probably the witch.
Yeah, you're.
Oh no, this
pretty
is not
close.
their first story. Published. Their
Well,
first story.
Oldest updated. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah, that one's probably worse, honestly. I don't
My
know.
Little Pony running from the Dark King, a Humans in Equestria fanfic.
Huh?
Rated M for violence and blood. Excellent.
Right. Right. Okay. So yeah, Left for Love. The zombie virus has just spread in California, and a teenage boy is trying to escape. Follow John Freeman, brother of Gordon Freeman, as he attempts to escape California.
Real
I'd
life
read it.
story.
I'd read it.
It
No
sounds-
zombie virus required, just John Freeman escapes California.
Trying
And
to get away from the
tries to
evil Gavin
repel
Newsom.
the love of two zombie girls. Can
Okay.
you not be horny on Maine, please, author?
The answer is apparently
I
no.
don't think that's possible.
Will
Honestly.
he get away, or will he be eaten by the ravenous love of the zombies? Huntress times OC self-insert times witch.
Oh, I didn't even account for them gender bending the hunter.
Yeah.
You know what,
Hmm.
Max? You know what, Max? At least it wasn't the spitter.
Oh god.
Here's the thing, I had a
Hmm.
legit worry that's what it was gonna be.
Yeah,
For
that's
like
fair.
2
That's
seconds.
fair. Yeah. John is teenage boy from California who was just your average John until zombie virus hit California. He had left with his friends after their families were infected, but they ended up getting lost in zombie horde. John managed to fight his way out, but he lost contact with his friends afterwards. He suspects they are zombies. Or they
yes.
escaped. He prefers
Black
to think they
Friday.
got away. He is now trying to escape zombie outbreak, hoping to find new home.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
What have I missed?
That's probably the best decision you've made.
OC times Huntress Left 4
John
Dead.
Freeman, brother of Gordon Freeman, escapes California and the lethal love of 2 zombie women.
Was Sneaky letting you know what you missed, by the way.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm going to go use one of the several bladed objects that Max has sent me to commit seppuku.
I'd suggest using the energy sword. It has sharper points.
Yeah, but it's not sharp all the way down. That's the problem. Maybe I can sharpen up Asuna's
Honestly,
rapier.
you'll die from the shock before you die from the impact.
What I need is I need to get like a good set of metal clamps and put it at the bottom of the stairs so that I can just kind of throw myself down the stairs. See what happens.
Wait, why do you need clamps?
I want to clamp it to the wall or to clamp it down to the floor. You know, that way I can just throw myself on it. Right.
I see.
Right. Once I see,
All right.
like once
So
I'm
did anyone
airborne,
else have other ideas where he was going with this?
I
I
don't
thought,
even want to know what you were thinking.
I thought he was trying to impale himself on the clamps.
Yes, A, that one, yeah. Also, B, I thought you were going with the car battery style of I'm gonna take 2 clamps, put them on my nipples, and then grab a car battery and be like, clear.
No, no, Jesus, no. I need it clamped upright so that when I throw myself down the stairs, it's clean.
Yeah, but knowing your luck, you would like bounce every which way, break at least several bones, and then like not get a lethal hit on the sword, and so you just sit there moaning in pain. So you slowly bleed out.
Yeah.
Considering the dice rolls, I can see that.
I looked out of the alleyway I was hiding in as decomposed, drooling corpses limped by. You call yourself a Left 4 Dead fan?
Those aren't corpses, my dude. Those are people.
They're also not decomposing.
No, they're not.
I mean, the drooling, yeah, they are definitely drooling because they're, alive, creating
A
drool.
lot of drool.
Well, there's probably some drool.
It had been 3 weeks since the outbreak, and 1 week since I had lost my friends to that zombie horde. Ever since then, I had been sneaking around the city trying to
alright,
remember
to be
which
fair,
way
Sneaky,
was
if
the
it's
way
3
out.
weeks in, they might not know that they're not zombies.
No, but he literally was hand-to-hand fighting them in his giant zombie horde.
Okay, but like Sneaky, if you're only 3 weeks in, they might not know.
No, I'm pretty I'm like 90. So Zoe is actually a great resource here because Zoe is a horror movie watcher, which means horror movies, specifically zombie movies as well, are canon in the Left 4 Dead universe.
Right.
Which means people would actually know what zombies are, especially teenagers.
Yeah.
So if someone is running at you, their skin has turned green, they're screaming at the top of their lungs, and they are full flat out sprinting at you.
You'd probably be thinking about how much of a liar Romero was then.
Yeah, more or less that one. Yeah. So.
And then there's the older people like Francis insisting on calling them vampires. Don't
Which,
forget that.
I mean, he's technically not wrong.
What? No, I'd argue he is.
Well, the modern usage of vampire is a very specific breed of vampire. The old European vampires were actually very, very, very varied depending on which country was telling the tales about them.
True.
Some were
You
basically
think Francis was smart enough to know about the older versions of vampire?
I think Francis has to be intelligent enough to survive a zombie apocalypse with the zombies that are capable of running and mutating.
That's a different level of that's a separate pool of intelligence, Sneaky.
That's fair.
Like, you can be smart and not be academic.
This is fair. Let's see here. Stupid urbanization, I say to myself, not remembering how to get out of a city. And it's kind of really easy to get out of a city. You just follow the road until you find the biggest road, and then you follow that road until you find a bigger road, and you just keep following that road in a cardinal direction, and then you leave the city. It's super easy.
Yeah. Would even work over here, more or less. Well, sometimes.
You
Depends.
could also learn to read a map and street signs.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true,
that too, yeah. I mean, but hold on.
It's not
Like,
difficult.
well, Max, look, Max, this guy is in California. Reading is not required to graduate. So you expecting a Californian to read is just really racist of you.
Big
I
true.
wasn't aware that Californians are a race now.
Yes. We should also ask
Yeah.
the Californian question.
Indeed.
Hey, Sneaky, this is just for you for later, but memes and shitpost. Watch Sumail get absolutely upset.
Oh, 4chan.
Now, what the hell's 4chan done now?
The thing above your post.
Thanks to it, I couldn't tell which way was leaving to desert and countryside or to another city. Well, if you just go outside of the city, you'll be able to see
If
which
you
way
just
is the
pick a
desert.
direction and walk, you will
Yeah,
eventually leave your city.
Like, I can't tell which road goes to the desert and which one goes to a city. Well, just leave the city, and then it'll be really easy to tell if the road is heading east and west or north and south. You're in California. You only have cities on the coastlines. Effectively.
You have towns and hamlets everywhere else.
Because nowhere else can really support cities.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I mean, you know what? I'll give the author credit where it's due. I'm pretty sure this is unintentional, though. Teenagers are fucking stupid. California ones
True.
especially.
hmm
Yeah.
I looked at my katana. At least I have a fighting chance.
Of course, he has a katana.
Yeah. You know what? The problem here is though, is he actually doesn't have a fighting chance because there's a really, really, really like 99.99% chance that katana is a what are they called?
Display.
Mall ninja katanas?
That's another
Yeah.
word for it, sure.
Yeah, it's probably a mall ninja katana, which means it's going to be more or less stamped steel and overly useless and dull.
He might get one good swing if it's sharp.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and it's not going to be cutting through bone.
No.
I had chosen the katana. Oh,
We
he's retarded.
Yep. This surprises.
I had chosen the
precisely on
katana
iPad.
over any other weapon I could have chosen. Because you see, I can't shoot guns, so I had to choose a bladed weapon, so I picked the katana.
instead of the fire axe.
Okay. If you want to pick a melee weapon over a gun, go for a baseball bat.
Yeah, baseball bat and fire axe,
Get
literally.
yourself a hand-carved oak Louisville Slugger. That thing will last forever.
Like,
It'll break so much shit.
yeah, and fire axe, baseball bat, crowbar, like all very basic, high durability, blunt objects, which are great when you need to deal blunt damage.
Blunt or hacking.
Which, you
Yep.
know, in all honesty, in a situation where, a blade, since he's treating them like corpses, you cut an
Yeah.
arm off. Well, that
Yeah.
doesn't fix the head problem as opposed to, oh, you smashed the head in.
Right, exactly.
That's not a problem now.
Also, I can't shoot a gun to save my life.
That's okay. You
I-
generally don't want to be shooting guns in the
Nikki,
apocalypse.
let's
no,
remember,
I get it.
he's from California.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, he's from California, but no, I understand. So if this was normal zombies, I would be like, "You're bitch ass pussy." But these are Left 4 Dead zombies, which means they're sprinting at you, and if there is the knife equation, which again, I think this is a situation where the author knows about the knife equation, but
Well,
they
you
are
should
correct.
know about it.
He should know about it, obviously. But there's the knife equation. To anyone that's not aware, the knife equation is within 20 feet of you, you are more likely to lose to someone with a knife if you have a handgun.
Yeah.
Because-
Granted, that's from an undrawn position. So if you have it in a holster or your pocket or
Yeah,
whatever.
but you also have to keep in mind the person's untrained. They're
True.
not practiced. They have no idea what they're doing
like
beyond
the
point
saying,
and shoot. Yeah.
The point was, if they're untrained, it's going to be a lot longer than 20 feet.
Yeah.
If they have it in their pocket.
Yeah, definitely. And so a melee weapon is preferable, and there's all the other factors in it, like finding ammo for the firearm. The fact that the firearm would draw more of them. So like there's a lot of good reasons to not use a gun if you don't need to in the apocalypse.
Yep.
Specifically one of the monster variety. Which is exactly why our entire party will be using firearms in the upcoming Fate campaign.
Which I don't get to be a part of.
Which our DM has described as likely going to be a mix of Zombieland and Resident Evil.
Next one.
I was dressed in a black Senior 2013 t-shirt and brown loose-fitting jeans. Why is that bolded? I have my 2013 class ring and a dog tag that says Senior 2013. What the fuck is going on in California?
It's California.
He made it out of the education system, so it's their way of congratulating him.
I was a tall white male with brown hair and was wearing transition glasses to cover my brown eyes. Because without my glasses, everything was blurry.
What in Sigmar's name are transitional glasses?
I don't know.
The variable
Aren't
focus,
those, yeah,
I think.
aren't those basically just bifocals?
Yeah.
How? I say this as someone who is quite literally brain damaged in his vision center. How fucking
Transition
bad are your eyes?
transition is whenever it gets exposed to UV, it starts to darken. So
Okay, so it's
It's the
those are
shitty
the-
glasses.
It's
it's
those
the
glasses.
shitty
It's the shitty glasses.
it's the ones that try to be sunglasses and regular glasses and fail at both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got those, and I was like, I don't know, it looks like a scam to me. And the doctor would always assure me that it's not a scam. I'm just like, no, it looks like a scam.
I had one pair and it was decent, but after a while you just don't even notice the damn things making a difference at all.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I looked left and right for zombies. The coast was clear. I sprinted across the train tracks and stopped in front of a warehouse. But then I heard something. It was screeching. And I turned to see a black hooded figure soaring towards me. I dove out of the way and faced my adversary. Oh shit, it couldn't be. I gasped as I recognized the familiar shape in front
Sorry,
of
I'm
me.
allergic to shitty writing.
A
Unfortunate.
hunter. The hunter growled and stalked towards me. I began to back away quickly, my katana poised to try and block him should he attempt to jump me. The hunter drew closer. I'm gonna block someone fucking line tackling me with the katana.
Alright, you
Okay.
know what? To be fair, if you're gonna do that, that's a good way to get them to cut themselves on it if you hold it right.
I mean, sure, if you hold it right, but the main issue is that the hunters are statistically described wearing sweatshirts, and I highly doubt this is even if the blade was sharp at one point. If he's been using the katana this whole time, the blade is 100% dull at this point, which means that he at best might just cut the sweatshirt and
Okay, no, hang
might.
on. Even if Sneaky, you're forgetting you guys are forgetting something very important. Even if the blade is dull, unless this dude has arm muscles of like
Oh yeah,
Hercules,
I was gonna
he's
get
not
to
gonna
that.
cut
Yeah.
diddly.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah. Like there's so much that's not happening there. Like yeah, try and hold up a pipe and try and block someone line tackling you. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. And the whole point, right? The theoretical idea of I will block them and they will cut themselves, like Max said. Like you have to be able to offer resistance for which they can cut themselves.
Now maybe if he was holding onto the katana with like on both one end of the blade and on the hilt and using it as a bar, I could see him blocking the leap with that.
Yes.
I mean,
But
you could just like
at
hold
that
out
point,
like a spear, pretty much.
but at that
Let
point,
inertia do the rest.
if it's like any
Yeah, yeah,
normally
You're gonna
maybe.
take damage, but
it's going
like
to
that's
break.
the only way I can feasibly see you, you know.
I mean, well, I mean,
doing
the
anything
main
but a
issue
fucking
is that you would
katana.
have to feasibly hold it in a position where they would hit it
Guaranteed.
at a good
I'm
angle.
not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying that's the only reasonable idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Except they said block, not spear.
Yeah.
So it's not a counter charge. It's just a block, which is again, like I said,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? Suddenly it roared and leapt at me, causing me to duck, and the hunter smacked into the wall behind me. You let yourself get
Not a-
cornered?
Very good hunter, then.
No. I turned and took the initiative and ran for the open warehouse. I would not corner myself.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, again,
That sounds
something
like
that
a bad
mobile.
idea.
Well, not only that, but also it's an open warehouse during a zombie apocalypse. Someone opened the warehouse. You see where
Yeah.
I'm going with that? In a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Blah. I heard more roaring. The hunter must have recovered from the wall smack and was now chasing me. I ran in every direction, still heading towards the warehouse door. The hunter drew
What?
closer, as did the door. Slam whoop. I managed to enter the warehouse. He said, slam whoop.
Amazing. That is
Riveting dialogue.
truly a modern day. I don't know.
And closed the door
Shakespeare.
behind me, and the hunter had been leaping for me and slammed into the door. With the door now locked, I caught my breath. I wasn't in the best of shape. You 3 weeks in and you're still not in the best of shape?
That's unfortunate.
Depends on how bad they were, how bad a shape they were in to begin with, I suppose.
Yeah, but you're effectively going to be starving. Unless you're gorging yourself. Like, I don't know. It's one of those situations where if you're sprinting away from sprinting undead for 3 weeks, you kind of get in shape or die.
Yeah.
Who knows? We could be about to see him die.
That's true. That'd be cool. That'd be a great way to end this
God, I
story.
fucking wish.
And so he checks around the warehouse after he heaves and huffs. Oh man, what if there's a witch here? I always had a soft spot for a witch.
What the fuck?
Huh.
We're really showing that Californian mentality. They always seem to cry for no reason. I mean, actually, we do know the reason now in Left 4 Dead 2, which is definitely came out before 2013. They like sugar. They want sugar because the witches in the sugar mill don't cry.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did they ever, like, give us anything like that, or is that just supposition?
I mean, the witches in sugar mill don't cry, and the witches that aren't in sugar mill cry.
It could just be that there's a. It could just be that they're
I
fucking
think
lonely and they
this-
want other witches.
I think when you run
Well, then
into
why-
the setting ones, they cry at the sugar mill.
I don't think
The
they
standing
do.
ones don't. They freak out when you get near them, but I think the sitting ones still cry. Because
Do
they spawn there still. It's just really rare.
Oh. I don't remember them.
Honestly, I've never paid attention to that kind
No,
of subtle
I don't
detail, and
think
it
they
really
do
is-
cry, because I know when we have run into sitting witches on Sugar Mill, it's always been a moment of, oh shit, a witch, I didn't hear them.
Hmm.
Anyway, to your answer of maybe it's just because there's enough witches around them. Well, why are they gathering at a sugar mill? Why wouldn't they gather anywhere else?
I don't know, maybe they gather in places that are out of the way from normal people. Like, to be fair, that sugar mill should be pretty abandoned. Like,
Sneaky.
Well,
Keep reading. I think he knows.
oh god,
He knows what.
Next paragraph.
I don't want. Oh god. Okay.
oh yeah, they know.
Yeah.
But hey, if you were ever turned into a zombie and mutated beyond recognition, wouldn't you cry? Well, no, because I turned into a zombie, so therefore I'd be dead.
True.
Or
So,
at least incapable of rational thought.
well, no, then I'd just be infected. I stood up after a few minutes and looked around. The warehouse was deserted. Wait, so you just casually just sat on the ground huffing and puffing and were like, all right, well, nothing's come to kill me, so clearly there's no one here. That's
Californian.
an interesting strategy, Houston. Let's see how it plays out for him. I'm glad Arn and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
And it was full of free stuff. Okay, yeah, sure. An open warehouse in a zombie apocalypse still has a bunch of stuff in it. All right. Sure, yeah. In California. If I fell, it would be game over as I climbed up this ladder. And it wasn't like the video game Left 4 Dead where I had extra lives. Are they talking about the doors? I think they're talking about the doors. Also, are you telling me that a zombie apocalypse that mirrors Left 4 Dead exactly occurs, and you're still calling them zombies even after playing Left 4 Dead in that universe?
And describing them as corpses and decomposing and all manner of garbage.
But
Oh
like
my
giving the
God.
witch sugar still works.
Oh boy, okay. This is interesting. This shit is real. There was no do-overs or teammates to help me if I got hurt. I truly felt what it meant to be alone and left for dead. He said the words, guys.
Oh fuck.
We
I
can go
felt
after him,
something
right?
crack underneath me. What the heck? I yelled as the floor gave out from under me and I landed on a crate of something, white and powdery.
Okay.
Oh fuck. He found
Floors
my stash.
just yeah, A, he found the stash. B, floors just don't just give out like that. It's been 3 weeks since the zombie apocalypse.
That's implying that this floor was always going to give out.
I mean, Californian building standards. I don't know, Chief.
That's fair.
You tell me.
I mean, alright, come on now. Not even
So anyway,
California.
he lands
that
in a
bad.
crate of cocaine. He manages to drag himself out of the crate, coated in this substance. He sniffs it. He smelled it, and then he licked it, and he's like, "Oh, wow, it's sugar."
No, then he licked it and then he started to see funny colors.
Yeah. I asked out loud, then covered my mouth. I quickly looked around. Okay, buddy, you talking out loud would change nothing. You just fell through the floor and into a wood crate so hard it broke open. You talking? Least of your problems.
You
Yeah.
could start singing show tunes.
Good. I mumbled as I sheathed my katana. Wait, you fell with your katana through the floor? I'm covered in
mean-
sugar. I'm tired.
Hey, you know what,
horny,
Sneaky?
And pissed off.
His Space Marine sergeant would commend him for keeping
That's
hold
fair.
of the weapon at least.
How could this get any worse? I then covered my mouth again as the sounds of crying became closer, as well as growling. Oh shit, I squeaked as I looked across the warehouse to see a pair of glowing eyes staring at me. Oh, look, it's Marcus's wife/girlfriend. A joke only Max gets.
Whose wife?
Ruckus?
Ah, right. Right.
It was a witch, just as I suspected, but there was something different, because unlike the witch eyes in Left 4 Dead, they were royal blue, bolded, and her skin was healthy looking instead of pale like the witches from Left 4 Dead. But her hair looked healthy as well, but it was bleach blonde. But it was California, so it was possible they just bleached it blonde in the first place.
It's also possible that they just spent too much time out in the sun.
Yes. The witch looked at the broken sugar crate, then at me, and then she started licking the sugar off the floor. Okay. That's a little bit weird. I decided now was a good time to escape. I tried to back away slowly as the witch continued snacking. Actually, the best reaction to a witch is to back away quickly.
I was gonna say, yeah, as far as we know, movement speed makes no difference. It's time it's time spent within proximity.
Well, so movement speed would make a lot of difference.
I'm sorry, movement speed makes no difference in their aggro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Takes adrenaline, proceeds to just fucking leap, Superman leap over the witch in the doorway. See ya, fuckers! Oh, Valve hitboxing. You are so precise. I saw a door and quickly opened it, then hurried away into the darkness of night. But in haste, I forgot to shut the door. Wait, the door's not just shut automatically on this warehouse? Like, you're telling me there's really no, spring on the door hinge?
I mean, I guess it would depend on whether or not is it like a bay door or is it like an office door? Like,
I mean, I guess it's just a plain wood door. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't have a spring, but like, when who has those anymore? Especially on external
no, I
entrances.
mean, like if it's like a warehouse bay door, like a dock door or a bay door, sure, that you roll that open, that doesn't close until you close it. But
That's
like
fair. Yeah, no, it's just a door.
otherwise, I'm with Sneaky. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell door doesn't have a spring in it?
In
Oh.
my haste, I forgot to shut the door behind me, and I was leaving footprints in the concrete as I ran away.
No, they said they were like covered in sugar, so I guess they could be sort of leaving sugary footprints.
I guess? That would have to be a lot of sugar, though.
They fell into a crate
Yeah.
of it.
Right, but they didn't fall feet first. They fell ass first.
Okay, yeah, but Sneaky, they broke the crate open. They got to stand up at some point.
I mean, sure, that's a fair point, but that wouldn't, unless your shoes would wet, you wouldn't carry sugar with you beyond like a couple of steps. Like they're talking about leaving distinct footprints, like like they cross the entire warehouse, get
Yeah, that's true.
outside, and they're
they-
outside
yeah.
now, still leaving sugar footprints.
Yeah.
If I had paid attention, I would have noticed a second figure leap from the building and follow me from the rooftops, and then another figure following the trail of sugary footprints. Wow.
Okay then.
Not sure why she would suddenly start following the much lesser amount of sugar.
Yeah, no. Wow. Yeah, this dude's stories were just fucking awful back in the day. I mean, Galarian Idiot seems to at least be competent in its spag, and the character action isn't beyond retarded. I'm just not interested in the idea, and nothing really happens in the first chapter beyond the two legendaries talking to each other, and then it pans over to the two university students playing the video game, and then it starts sparking, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's sparking!" And they get sucked in, and then the two legendaries are like, "Hey, we've brought you to the Pokemon world. Now do the jobs of the Pokemon protagonists."
Do the thing.
And that's it. That's the first chapter. So I'm, just not much there to work with. So anyway, we have who the fuck is this, by the way? The third Dragneel guy, because I feel
That's
like
the guy he's collabing with on.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking
Okay.
about who the fuck Todoroki is patting, and haven't we seen
I
this
don't
kid
know.
before?
Maybe.
I
Wait, that's a
feel-
dude. The chat is cutting off the picture. That's a fucking dude.
What, the girl
knows?
being patted? No.
Okay, hang on a second.
I hope
The
not.
chat's cutting off pretty much everything. You said, dude, it's fucking My Hero Academia shittily drawn. I can't be sure it's not a dude.
I mean, that's fair. But I don't.
Might be an OC.
Maybe it's Maybe it's an OC, yeah. I feel like we've seen third Dragneel before.
We've seen a couple of Dragneels on the show.
Oh god. What the fuck is going on here? My favorite cartoons. Oh, all of these are his favorites. Favorite TV show, Walking Dead.
Well, no accounting for taste.
Yeah. Favorite animes. Fairy Tail, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Black Clover, My Hero Academia, Dr. Stone. All of these are in triple exclamation point, bolded capital letters. Oh, fuck. Ruby. Ruby is a favorite anime of yours. Oh, boy. Clearly this is a man of distinguished taste.
Why do I feel like you're shitposting there, Sneaky?
Oh, wow. Bofuri, really, you enjoyed that so much that was a favorite of yours. I
Wow.
mean, don't get
Alright.
me wrong, Bofuri is amusing. I wouldn't exactly be like, oh my god, it's so good, it's my favorite anime. It's my favorite anime
It's
of
okay.
like 70 anime. I'm gonna list 70 animes and tell you they're my favorite. And it's just like, so what don't you watch?
At least alphabetized them.
Hmm.
Yeah, at least alphabetize them. True that. Yeah. It's just I'm just really questioning some of these quite heavily. I killed slimes for 300 years. That's another one that's like, oh yeah, it's kind of amusing, but like it's
Runs out of
That's good,
I
steam.
guess.
Sounds like he's just listing almost every seasonal anime that was popular in some regard.
yeah, more or less.
At least Trigun is there.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Favorite characters, all Fairy Tail characters, all Bleach characters, all
Gee.
GBZ characters.
I couldn't have guessed he likes Fairy Tail.
He
Wow.
likes. Wow.
Truly a surprise.
Oh wow, it's favorite character, all the characters from My Hero Academia. Favorite games: Halo, State of Decay, Super Smash Bros., Assassin's Creed. Well, here comes the questionable choices again.
Just the series.
Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2. Can't account for taste.
Okay, I enjoyed Black Ops 2 as well, but if Black
Black
Ops
Ops 2
1
was
isn't on
fun.
that list, why the fuck is he there?
I mean, dude doesn't even have COD 4 on this list of favorite games, so he can just go fucking sit on some C4. My favorite pairings are Natsu times every female, sometimes harems. My favorite pairings for Ichigo are Ichigo times every female. My favorite pairings for Izuku are Izuku times every female. Jesus Christ. My favorite crossover pairings are Natsu times every big boobied girl.
Does it actually say that?
Rias, Zenobia. Okay, oh, but we do have Rukia here. Okay, so most big booby girls.
Mostly.
You began writing new things? No, never stop writing new things, Caesar.
Oh, it's Caesar.
He lives.
Indeed. Just in time for us to end the stream.
Excellent.
Erza times Aqua is a favorite crossover pairing of mine.
That's
How
Okay,
the fuck does that work?
That's a
That's
pairing.
How the fuck does that work? Oh yes, my favorite pairing is the perfectionist and the indolent, self-aggrandizing, narcissistic, lazy sloth. Yeah, they make a perfect couple that would get along
Precision
fabulously.
check!
I'm baffled.
You know, I feel like the way that would go is Urza at least would never be bored.
That's because she would probably be simmering with rage at all times.
Yes.
No, if what we've seen her, she's incredibly patient. She'd probably just be happy to have another challenge trying to make a problem child not be a problem child.
You know what? That's a fair enough statement. I see. Power Rangers Dimension Heroes. The 10 Dimension crystals hold immense power. When a creature named Oblivion and his army of creatures attempt to steal them for his own purposes, a great mage named Vector sends them across the dimensions. Now it's up to Natsu, Ichigo, Rias, Yang, and Yuzi to stop him and save their worlds. It's Power Ranger morphing time. The team will grow bigger. Pairings not decided. Power Rangers mass crossover.
Good God.
Is at least in the right section?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
Featuring the characters of Bleach, Fullmetal Alchemist, Naruto, Fairy Tail, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and DXD at minimum, and Ruby. Okay. Oh, so, by the way, because we're talking about Ruby now, I did finally finish all 53 chapters, all 750,000 words of that Ruby is a hollow fic.
Oh.
Did it go anywhere since the last time you updated me and Atin?
Yes.
Really?
The second it stopped reaming itself with Bleach canon, the story actually became interesting.
Wow.
Imagine that. I'm pretty sure you actually predicted
Yeah.
that too. The moment he was done rehashing, it'd probably be okay.
Yeah, I mean, his grammar has definitely gotten a lot better, as well, by this point. I'm actually interested to see what happens now because the story is taking a very original direction that I haven't really seen before in any Bleach story I've ever read. It's actually interesting, but I will never recommend it to anyone because literally the first 42 chapters are just Bleach rehash with no changes, and it's like 600k words. But the problem is you can't skip those chapters because packed in all of that canon rehash are little scenes here and there. Probably I would put at around roughly 250k words minimum of Ruby developing as a character. But the problem is while she's developing as a character and getting life lessons and coming to terms with problems and, you know, all of that stuff, Bleach canon is just rehashing in front of her. So it's like going into a movie theater and there's only one other person in the movie theater and they're too busy having a mental breakdown in the movie theater as you watch the movie. Because like the movie Bleach has not changed at all. But there is this person now having a mental breakdown that's not affecting the movie at all. But there is this person that's having a mental breakdown and going over a lot of like really psychological development throughout the course of the movie. And that's actually almost more interesting than watching the movie. But at the same time, you're like, I'm not going to tell anyone to come over here and watch this movie on the off chance that they find this person having a mental breakdown while the movie's playing to be interesting. If that metaphor simile makes any sense.
It does. It does.
Yeah. But yeah, after that, it actually gets very original and interesting, and shit's going on. And now, unfortunately, it does feel now that the author is a little bit lost without Bleach canon rehashing.
That's never good.
And the focus they managed to maintain on Ruby and covering her character development is being somewhat lost trying to cover everyone else's character development now that it's no longer canon rehashing. So they are it's a grains of sand in your palm sort of scenario now, where they are running out of sand. Let's see. So more stories from this guy here. Poketail, a fairy tale Pokemon crossover. Adventures in Sinnoh version 2. Magic and Pokemon. What happens when these two worlds collide? Clearly anything but good. Watch as Team Natsu and their friends make their way to Sinnoh, making new friends and battling the gyms. No sex. Reboot of the original. Okay. I see. A certain supernatural substitute. After over a year of losing his powers, Ichigo Kurosaki is asked by Urahara to transfer to Academy City to investigate the strange occurrence of spirit energy in the city. With espers, sorcerers, fullbringers, and a certain Electro Master, Ichigo's normal life would once again be thrown into a loop. With crossovers with Index and Accelerator, Ichigo will gain a harem. Bleach times a certain scientific railgun.
That's uncomfortable if he doesn't age the characters up.
You leave a
Yes.
certain scientific railgun the hell out of this. That legit, that was one of the first animes I ever saw. It was excellent.
Pretty decent starter.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
a decent start. I watched the whole first season.
Well,
And
I was
was
gonna
kind
say,
of just
especially
like,
because I went in, I didn't know anything
No, yeah,
about
same.
a certain magical index. Like, I didn't know that there was any of that going on. So, like, there was like 2 episodes where I was confused as all hell, but the rest of it was great.
Yeah, no, I had a good time watching the first season myself, but overall, I never continued watching anything relevant to any of that. Like, I didn't watch the spin-offs. I didn't watch any of it because I just wasn't interested. I mean, I thought it was cool and all, but I was just like, eh.
This is a thing.
Yeah. There was a lot of convoluted plot going on, and I guess I was kind of just turned off by the fact that the main character, who definitely 100% totally didn't have any special power. No, why are you saying that he does? He definitely doesn't have a special power at all. Totally 100% doesn't have a special power. Turns out to have a special power that allows him to cancel out everyone else's special powers. And so his solution is to just punch people. And while there is a certain aspect of that that I greatly enjoyed, and I found it highly amusing, that, like, you know, villain number 726 has this highly complex, you know, multi-stage plan, and main character shows up and just makes monkey noises and punches him in the face, and then he's defeated.
Well, the problem is that the plans revolve around powers, and the main character has a monkey wrench.
Yes.
That is the issue.
I'm aware. Like I said, there is on a level it does appeal to me, but it's not a theme that would keep me. Like, I sat there and watched it with my friend because he wanted me to watch it with him, and I was like, oh, you know, it was cool. I liked it. but it wasn't something that made me go, oh yeah, I gotta watch the next season and the spin-off and
Yeah. The light novels for Magical Index were pretty decent.
Mhm.
Although I think I've had a few complaints to you about some of the stupid shit the author did.
Yeah, you have complained to me before about it.
Like, don't make a power and then try to make a counter to the power that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, that's just an Aragon situation.
I know, but when you give a character the ability to control all vectors within a certain radius, it doesn't matter what you do. The moment you make contact with any of those vectors, you're done.
Yes.
You're fucked.
Yeah. Fairy Tale Civil War. This is more cringe. We're just gonna end it here. Too much freedom isn't good for everyone. The guilds of Fior knew that freedom was
Holy
bad.
shit, that is the most authoritarian thing I've seen on this website in a hot minute.
Yeah. Freedom is bad. Because of the war with Alvarez, new legislation was made in order to keep them in line. The Salamanders and Ice Devils of Fairy Tale have different views, which splits Fairy Tale down the middle.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, when
That's-
was this posted? Oh, it was published in 2018. Guess what movie came out in 2018? Avengers
Oh.
Civil War.
Oh.
Which,
Oh.
by the
Oh.
way, that God, I hated that movie because like it did such a poor like. Look,
Yeah, it
credit
did
to
a
the
really bad job.
credit to the original Civil War comic for actually having an extensive, deep breakdown on right and logically looking at what would be a hideously complex issue in the real world. And not making it like, ooh, authoritarianism bad or ooh, freedom best. Like,
I mean, that's pretty accurate though.
right? Like they bothered to actually explore why some of them would go, no, I would really like there to be a very minimal amount of government oversight. And then they explored why some of them went, okay, but here's why some government oversight could be a really good thing.
Yeah. And before we get political here, we're gonna
And what
end
do we
it.
get in the fucking movie? Sokovia Accords.
Yeah. So anyway, lads, we'll see you next time on Friday because there's always more and it always gets worse.